Are you interested in learning how to make a slideshow for the holidays? In this video, I'm going to help you create a wonderful slideshow that you can use to spread holiday cheer to your friends and family. And it's easier and cheaper than sending out those dreaded holiday cards, and it has a much wider reach. Hi everybody, this is Roman Grant from EmpireVID. This channel is dedicated to giving people with no experience the resources to create their own content for business and personal use. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Now let's get into the video. So in this video, I'm going to show you the start to finish process of creating a holiday slideshow. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you the 3 top tips to making any slideshow great. The holidays are a wonderful time of year because of the memories you make with your family. And sharing those memories is a wonderful way to stay in touch with friends and family who don't live close enough to visit. There is an age-old tradition of sending out holiday cards that many people still participate in. But it is a dying trend because it can get expensive and time-consuming. Not to mention that you have to be up to date on everybody's physical address. Luckily, you can easily create a slideshow to share your holiday spirit and memories with everybody that matters. You can include photos and videos in your slideshow to make it highly engaging. And the final product will be in video format, so you can share it across all social media, email, or put on your website. It will be organized to showcase only your best photos. So there's no more scrolling through your phone's picture gallery to find that one photo that you want to show off. For this slideshow, I'm going to be using InVideo, which is an online video editor that is free to use. You can create amazing slideshows for any occasion, and you don't need any technical skills. The features that we'll be using for our slideshow include transitions, effect overlays, animations, and music. And we'll also be uploading some of our own videos and images. Even though you are creating a personal slideshow, you might want to use some stock photos or videos. And InVideo offers a decent selection of these with their free plan. There are 2 downsides to using the free plan. 1, they don't offer the premium stock videos and images. And 2, they insert a small watermark into your finished slideshow. But the paid plans are cheap, and I put a link in the description where you can use my coupon code to get 40% off. So this is the holiday slideshow we're going to create today. Okay, so before you can create your first slideshow, you will need to create a free account. You will need your name, email address, and phone number. If you don't want to give your phone number, just put in any 10 digits. And once you do that, you will have free use of InVideo. So they have different formats of videos that you can create. If you wanted to put it on a social media story, you would use the vertical. If you wanted to put it on YouTube or you wanted that type of format, the YouTube landscape wide would be the one you want. Or if you wanted to put it on your news feeds in one of the social medias, then you would use the square. Now I want to start off with a blank template, and depending on where you want to upload your video to, if you wanted to upload it to YouTube or you just wanted it in like the YouTube format, then the wide is good for you. If you were going to put it say on your social media story, then you would use the vertical. Or if you wanted to just only put it on your news feed, then you could use the square. So I'm going to go ahead and start it with the wide. So just to get you familiar with the platform here, this is where you preview the scene that you're working on. This is the layer panel over here where you can work with individual layers. So a picture would be one layer, some text would be another layer, and your background would be another layer, just to give you an idea. Over here are all the different features that you can use. Like you can upload music, you can put in text, you can use certain effects. You can also use different media like videos and images. What I like to do first before I start any project is I like to start with a completely blank scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click each of these layers. The text, I'm going to push delete. Then this is a logo. I'm going to push delete on that. So I have a completely clean surface, and I'm going to duplicate this scene for as many scenes that I think I'm going to need. So I'm guesstimating that I'm going to need about 6 scenes for this slideshow. And so that means that I'm going to duplicate this blank scene 5 times. The easiest way to duplicate a scene is to push this More Options button here in the middle of this scene. If you click on it, it gives you different options, and the option I'm going to choose is Duplicate. Okay, now I've got my 6 scenes. So now I want to upload some images of my own so that I can use them across InVideo for all of my different projects. To do that, I have to click over here under Uploads, and then I have to click Upload Files, which will allow me to browse my computer. So then you navigate to the folder that you have your images in, and you go ahead and select the ones that you want to upload, and it will upload them all for you. So now we can use images that we've uploaded, or we can use images and video that InVideo actually provides free for us. Now on our first scene here, we can go ahead and drag and drop a picture that we can use for our background. And I'm going to choose this one. So you just grab it and drop it right in. Now you want to resize it, you just drag on these little dots on the edge of the picture, and it's very easy to resize. So this will be our first layer. Any kind of text or other images that we add onto this will be added on as layers. So just choose whichever text you think is best, select it, and insert it directly into the scene. So in order to modify the text, you can actually just click right in here into the text box, highlight it, and then retype what you want, or you can go over here to the layers panel and retype it over here. Now I want to duplicate this text box, and all I have to do is copy and paste it, or I can go over here and add another text box over here, but I find it easier just to copy and paste. So you can see that it's easy just to move your layers around just by selecting the layer and then moving it to where you want, and then resizing it how you want as well. You can resize it over here under the style, and you can adjust the font size, or you can just resize it by dragging on these corners. Either way works great. If you are dragging it into the middle, you'll see that there is a blue line that goes right in the center. That's how you know that your text is firmly centered in the scene. Now you also have the option of making the text box a color itself. You can make it solid, or you can make it opaque. As you can see, this one is more opaque. You can adjust the opacity down here once you click on the text box. So now I've got my first scene complete. So you'll want to learn how to navigate these layers pretty quickly because it'll save you a lot of time, but it's very simple to learn. The layers go from bottom to top. So as you can see down here, my first layer is the background, and then it goes up from the layers here. So it's like if you're looking from the top down. So this 2020 right here is my top layer. So if this was, say, above here, it's going to be the one that shows on top. So just think of it that way. So there are a lot of different options that you can change in the layers panel. If you wanted to change up the animations or change the text styles, or say you wanted to add a drop shadow, you can do all of that over here in the layers panel. So that'll be up to you to play around with it, but that's why I chose text that was already animated and formatted the way I like. So now I want to edit my second scene, and I can either press this button to go to the next scene, or I can just click on the scene itself. So now I want to add an image that InVideo offers for free, and to do that, I can search their database by going up here to Media and clicking on Images, and then just typing in the image that I want to search for. So you'll see here that There are a lot of images that come up. Some of these will be premium images. So for that, you would have to access the paid plans. But even on the free plan, you have a lot of images that you are able to use. So I'm going to go ahead and select an image, and you can click on the image to preview it before you insert it into your scene. You might notice that the image looks blurry here, but that's not going to happen on your final product, and it will probably change while I'm working on the scene. So I'm going to be choosing the rest of the pictures from InVideo's library, and they have a lot, so it's not going to be very difficult. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of these scenes up. For this picture, I want to add more than one image to the scene. So in order to do that, I just drag a second image over to the scene. Once I could do that, I can just reposition it as a layer. So for this, I want it to be behind my other picture. To do that, I navigate to the layers panel and I just drag this behind the other layer. Now I can resize it. Now that I have all of the images in place that I want, I can go ahead and finish up this last scene by inserting some more text. So it's very easy to rearrange your slides. If you wanted to, say, put this slide farther back in the order, all you have to do is click it and drag it over. Very simple. Now, another great feature that InVideo offers is you can actually add an effect onto your scenes individually. So for that, you would navigate to the effects panel, and there are hundreds of different effects that you can use. For this one, the snow would be appropriate, and they have different ones with falling snowflakes or snow particles. So to add that, you would just click on it, and then during the animation while this is playing, the snowflakes would be falling. So for my last edit on this slideshow, I'm going to add some different music. So the music that they have right here is just the default music that they put on all slideshows. All you have to do is click down here on edit and then delete, and then navigate over here to your music. Now they have a couple of Christmas songs. If you don't like the music that they provide, you can always upload your own music. But for this Christmas slideshow, I'm going to choose a specific song. In order to preview all of your scenes together, you would want to press this button right here. It says play all scenes. Now obviously I only made this 6 scenes and I used a lot of the stock photos from InVideo. You would be using more of your own personal photos obviously, and it would be a lot longer. You might want to make your slideshow 10 or 12 scenes, maybe even 20, depending on the amount of pictures that you have. So once you're done with your slideshow, you can navigate up here to export, and it will render your slideshow as an MP4 video. And once it's done here, then you can download it to your computer and start sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment down below and tell me if you are switching from holiday cards to holiday slideshows. As promised, here are my 3 tips to make any slideshow great. Number 1, you want to select only the best pictures for your slideshow. This may seem like a no-brainer, but many people add way too many pictures, and that can make them boring to watch. Number 2 is organize your pictures so they tell a story. You want your slideshow to flow naturally from beginning to end, and that will make it much more engaging. Number 3 is use good transitions. The transitions between slides can help keep your audience's attention. Be sure to check out my channel where I make videos for beginners about content creation. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.